I can and I will.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Dreamweavers Diary. Today let's talk about an important topic, that is consciousness. So let's get started. What if I tell you that right now you're not awake, like this very moment you're not actually awake, you're just reacting. And no, that does not mean that you're actually dreaming, or I'm talking about some philosophy that you're not actually living. This is not real life, this is a video game kind of theory. No, I do not mean that. I mean that you're not living, you're just reacting, that you're just replying to things, reacting to people, and just existing. But are you truly living? So let's discover how you can actually live and not just exist. So, are you actually conscious about what you're doing and what you're not doing, what you're losing and what you have at stake right now? Are you conscious that what people think of you? Are you conscious about what your parents have a view of you? Are you conscious about what you have a view of you right now? Or are you just working and just not thinking, and you're not conscious about the present moment? Do you realize how much water intake you have taken today, or are you not even aware of what you're eating, what you're drinking and stuff like that? If you haven't, you know have a lot of water intakes since the morning, then just go ahead, pause the video right now and go take a sip of water, because staying hydrated is very important, and even I forget a lot of times to drink water and stay hydrated. But yes, I am conscious at least. So yes, stay conscious and take an action towards it. Drink water, live, actually live, and do not just exist. Do not just react to people. Do you realize that how fast you react to people? When people send you a WhatsApp text, do you react the same way to the tasks you are aligned to, the tasks you are given by your school teachers, or the tasks you have in life that you want to achieve, your goals? Do you react to them with the same speed, the same motivation, the same energy as you react to your friend's message about some tea? Like they ask ki, oh my god, do you know what happened today? I know you all must react such with such enthusiasm, that what happened, tell me, give me all the details. Are you reacting that way to your goals? Are you making plans? Are you improving your life daily with that enthusiasm? If you're not, then start doing that. You can be awake even right now. Even if you start right now, start being conscious from right now, it helps a lot. You can start meditating and journaling about it, or just crossing the dates in your calendar. Because I know I wasn't conscious about the day and night. I was like, I woke up, then it's suddenly the afternoon, then it's suddenly the evening, then it's the night again, and then I sleep, then again it's the morning, and I realized that I wasted yesterday completely. I did not do even a single thing. Are you aware about your emotions and how you're reacting to things? Are you aware that sometimes people just say things to make you react a certain way? Are you aware of that? If you are aware of that, then stop reacting the way people want you to react and start reacting the way you should react. Like, some people just expect, like some people just take a test of you, that if they say this, how will you react? They observe your reaction, and then they perceive you in that way. Like if someone is crying, like if they are crying and you perceive and you comfort them very nicely, they'll perceive you as a very nice person, as a person they can approach when they're not feeling well. But if you say that, like, I don't know how to comfort you, or I get very awkward, they'll be conscious about their emotions around you, and they won't cry much around you, because they know that they make you uncomfortable with that, so they will try to avoid it. Are you aware of waking up? Because some people, when they wake up, they are not even aware that what happened, who they are and where they are. Because okay, a nice example: when you wake up and you have a trip planned for the day, you automatically wake up at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning, even to go somewhere, board a train, board a flight or something, or just travel by car. But if it's an exam day, if it's a school day, you do not wake up at time, because you know that you have to wake up early, but deep down you'll still manage it even if you wake up late. That happens with me, because I have school at 8 and my van comes around 7:30, 7:40. So I am like, even if I wake up at 7, I'll get ready in half an hour. Second, are you aware about the time you're spending online? Like, do you actually, or do you just start scrolling, and after 3 hours you realize, oh my god, 3 hours have passed away? No, you should actually realize how much time you're spending on social media. On even on Instagram, we have a timer nowadays that remind me every 10 minutes, remind me every 15 minutes, remind every 20 minutes, and you have a timer to set that the maximum amount of time you will spend on Instagram today. That will be, you can set it according to you, 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever seems comfortable. And I once had my Instagram screen time as 8 hours, once as 12 hours. Can you imagine the whole day I was on Instagram? The whole 12 hours. I am so, disappointed in myself for that day. So, again, this is another point to be noted, that what you do right now, be aware of, will your future self be disappointed of you for doing disappointed in you for doing that, or will you appreciate yourself for doing that, or will you just be like, okay, jo ho gaya. Like, of course you cannot change the past, but you can make sure that from now on you do not repeat the same mistake. So if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, even on YouTube, people spend a lot of time on YouTube scrolling motivational videos, but they do not get any motivation, because if you watch a motivational video, you'll start scrolling other motivational video, and in them also you'll hear the same thing, that cut off social media, cut off social media, but you will not do that again. But you will not do that because you'll make mistakes, you'll make how do I say it, you'll make excuses that I have my friends on Instagram, my friends wouldn't like if I how would I talk to my friends, I just want Instagram, it makes me feel okay. But does it actually make you feel okay? Does it actually relaxes your brain, or does it give you more to think about? Does it give you more insecurities? Does it make you compare more to people? Does it give you FOMO? If it does, it's bad for you. Then why don't you reduce it? If you already know there are so many issues with social media and everyone is saying that limit your social media, still why aren't you able to do it? Are you conscious of what you have at stake? Are you conscious that you have your whole future at stake just for few hours of dopamine? Is that enjoyment worth your future? Is that enjoyment worth your future self being disappointed in you right now? For example, also you can also take the example of bunking the classes. We people bunk the classes so easily now, but have you ever thought of it from the perspective that if you were the teacher, would you want your students to bunk the classes? And not in the way that if I was a teacher, I would let my students bunk the class, I would give them all a free period, once a week I'll take them for games classes. Actually, would you like it if your students bunk your class, if they don't listen to you? You guys don't even like if your parents or your younger siblings don't listen to you. Why would you like if your students do not listen to you? Have you ever, seen yourself from the perspective of the teacher, that while presenting in the class, if you're giving a presentation, have you ever thought of it from the perspective of teacher, that if you were the teacher, what would you expect from yourself? What would you expect from your students? What kind of speech and delivery of speech, or what kind of presentation, what kind of project submission, what kind of effort would you like from your students? Have you ever thought of it that way? And again, do not just drain your energy and put your energy in faltu ke kaam, like not the one which do not motivate you, the one which do not make you feel good, the one which are not good for your future, or the one which drain you and do not uplift you. The kind of friendships when you are conscious that what must they think about me, I should use my words carefully, if I do this they will judge me, that kind of friendships, cut them off if you have those kind of friendships. And it can be childhood friendships too that becomes toxic later on. Not speaking from experience, all my friends have been good for me, but I have seen it that many of my friends have other childhood friends which have become toxic to them later on, and they are not able to cut it off. But when they cut it off, when they end that friendship, they feel very light, they feel very happy about themselves, and they just get that natural glow. You need to be conscious about everything. For example, if you're sitting in the class and the teacher is teaching, there are like 1,000 times this has happened to even me, that the teacher is teaching something but I'm not able to understand it, not because the topic is complex, not because I've tried my best to understand it, but because my mind is somewhere else. My mind is diverted. I'm thinking about the thing my friend has to tell me in the lunch break that she promised she'll tell me in the lunch break, or the thing that I am so excited to tell my friends that I'm waiting for the teacher to just leave the class so I can tell my friends that. Or I'm just waiting for, the break to happen because I am hungry. I want to eat something, or because I just feel drained and I'm thinking about going to home and sleeping, or because I'm making some kind of story in my head that after this class, that class will happen, or if after the break we have a games period, so I cannot focus in the class because I'm thinking about the games period, or I'm thinking about what happened yesterday and how much I liked it, or if I'm randomly thinking of a joke I saw in the morning, or if I'm randomly thinking of something someone told me and I'm laughing on that. So yes, I get distracted very soon, and I know some of you also get distracted very soon, and because that happens, because a lot of kids start complaining that I did not understand this topic, not because they actually don't understand that topic, but because they are not concentrating enough, because their basics are not clear, or something like that kind of situation happens. But the most important barrier that comes is ourself. We create that barrier about by thinking of other things. And what can we do? You are not responsible for the first thought that comes in your head, but you're responsible for the second and third thought that follows the first thought, because you cannot stop intrusive thoughts. What you can stop is your reaction to those intrusive thoughts, or what you can stop is what your next step should be. What you can control is your action towards what you'll do now, and not your action towards the first thought. Do not think that I am bad, why did I think that, because you're randomly like if you're so angry and you have the first thought of killing someone, it's perfectly okay. Everyone has anger, such thoughts, and it's not a bad thought. But what a bad thought is that you're not controlling it. You should control it. You should analyze that. Why did you have that thought? Was it because you weren't understanding their perspective? Was it because they didn't understand your perspective? Is it because you're overreacting? Is it because, or is it not even this situation that made you feel that way, but some other situation that connected with this situation and they make you feel that way? Or are you getting deja vu about something related, seeing this situation happen? Do you feel like you are letting some bad thing happen to you, and you're angry at yourself for letting that happen? Again, you need to self analyze it and not blame yourself, because again, no one is bad intentionally. People are made bad. People are made to have such thoughts because of past history, because of something that triggered them to have such thoughts. So you need to control those thoughts instead of being like, why do I have such thoughts? Next, reading is not equal to understanding. You must have also observed it or experienced it yourself, that you're reading something but you're not actually understanding what you're reading. So you reread it, and even after rereading it, you do not understand what you're reading. So, yes, reading is not equal to understanding. It is when you're conscious about reading, about when you're consciously, even after you're consciously reading, sometimes you're not able to understand, but it is because your attention was diverted. You need to put your whole attention towards reading and what you're reading and understanding it, then you actually understand the concept. Some of you are not even conscious about what you're speaking, and you realize after you have spoken that thing that, oh my god, why did I speak that? How could I speak that? Normal me would never say such things, but you let your anger get the best of you, and you are not conscious in the present moment. You let your anger take control of you, and you say whatever your mouth just says, whatever your thoughts say. But you should not, you should speak your thoughts, but not always. You should learn to control your thoughts and know when to stop speaking, because you should be conscious, and this should be basic human decency, that you should know what you should speak, when you should speak, and what is the most respectful way in which you can, change your words, change your wordings, and say the same thing nicely. If you want someone to do something for you, you can't just say ki, oh, do this work for me. You have to say politely that excuse me, are you free, can you do me a favor, can you do this for me. You need to be polite to everyone. Kindness is free. It does not cost you a penny. It is very free, and you also feel very nice after being kind to others, after doing things for others. I'm pretty sure everyone feels a feeling of warmth in their body. They feel very warm after doing something nice, and they feel like, yes, I've achieved something finally. For example, in our 11th book we had a chapter that the birth. In that, there was a doctor who saved a kid's life. Like the child was born stillborn. This is how our consciousness play a major role, that we should be conscious, we should know what to do, and we should not just freeze in physical issues. When there is a problem in our life, we should not just freeze on the spot ki, oh my god, an issue has arrived, what do I do now? Secondly, even in games, even while playing games, for example in chess, you need to be very aware, you need to be very conscious of what you're doing, what your next step should be, what strategy you're planning to follow, and are you playing according to what the other person is doing? Are you able to analyze what steps the other person is taking? That is why I believe chess is a very nice game, and you can build your consciousness, self-awareness while playing chess, because then you know that when you don't understand ki what I did wrong, you need to go through your steps that what you did wrong, and you need to be conscious that if I take this step, the other person can kill my chess piece. You need to be aware that if I take this step, that will happen, if I take this step, that will happen. So you need to analyze a lot of stuff to play chess. Next, we have breaking the spell. Have you ever paused while doing something and realized that are you actually doing it for yourself, or because someone asked you to do, or are you doing it because of autopilot, because it's in your daily I don't know, lifestyle? Are you doing it because of that, or are you just doing it because your friends told you, or are you doing it because you really want to do it? You need to be aware of that. And secondly, I practice this thing a lot, that you should keep a dream journal. You should journal your dreams, your thoughts, whatever creative thoughts you have, whatever dreams you have, and you should, be conscious, be aware of how things are affecting you. Because I know for me, if I watch some movie, I will dream related to that. If I watch something horror, if I watch something sweet, if I watch something emotional, I will dream regarding that. Not the same thing happening to me, but something subtly the same that happens. I am aware that whatever I'm consuming, it affects me so much that it translates into my dreams, and then I'm also aware that how do I stop it. And if I don't want to dream about it, if I don't want it to persist, I stop it immediately. Because again, you should watch things, you should consume things, you should consume media, you should consume films only as long as they do not affect you in a bad way. You should be aware of how things are affecting you, how they're shaping your perspective, how they're shaping your reality, how they are shaping your emotions. You need to be aware, you need to be conscious about it. So I believe consciousness is very important, and everyone should be conscious, because some people just they're not conscious about what they're doing, and they just do it, and you get second hand embarrassment, because you need to be aware of where you are, and you need to act accordingly. You can't just talk to your you can't talk to your teacher, or you cannot talk to your principal the same way you talk to your siblings or your friends. There has to be a certain decency, there has to be a certain conscious level inside you, that you should be aware that I should talk a little respectfully in a different way, and I should give more respect. And similarly, you should also respect your juniors. I have seen people respect their seniors but not their juniors. Why are you not respecting your juniors? If you were the junior, what level of respect would you want from your seniors? You should give your juniors the same level of respect that you would want your senior to give you. So this is also a main thing, that treat others how you would want to be treated. Put yourself in their shoes and see if you are treating them as you would want to be treated, and if you would not want to be treated as in the way you are treating others, you should maybe change. Because no one wants to be treated badly, no one likes to be treated badly, so you should change your perspective and treat everyone the way you want to be treated. Okay, a main thing I want to address is some of you do not know how much your words affect the other person. Some of you, just say random things and say that I was just joking, but you do not realize the effect your words have on other people. Even in a joke, if you say something, the other person will remember it for eternity, and they will think back and they will remember the exact point you said, that the exact wordings you used, and you'll be like, did I say that? I don't even remember I said it. Because again, you're not conscious enough that what you're speaking, how much it is affecting the other person. You need to be aware what you're saying, when you're saying, how you're saying. And if you want to say something, even if you want to criticize the other person, say it in the wordings, criticize them in the wordings in which they do not feel bad, and they take it as a constructive feedback from you, and they try to improve, because you would not like to hurt others, and I'm pretty sure no one likes to hurt others intentionally. Everyone feels bad after hurting the other person, even like, if not the same moment that they hurt the other person, afterwards, if they overthink that situation again, they'll feel bad that why did I say that. But again, no one is conscious enough to think of it in the moment, in the fight, that is the person important to me, or is the argument important to me. You should be aware that what you have at stake, what you have, what you can lose, you should be aware of that. Next, busy is not equal to progress. If you're busy all the time, that does not mean you're making progress every time, because you can be busy while your mind is diverted, so you have made no progress. You can tell your parents that I was studying, I was doing this, I was doing that, but actually you weren't making progress because you were just doodling inside your notebook, or if because you were singing songs in your mind. I know that because that happens a lot with me, that while I'm studying, there are songs going on in my head and I'm not able to focus, and I have made no progress. But I have told my parents that I was busy, and then when they ask me, busy doing what? Show us what you were busy doing. Then I'm like, blank. I show them the doodling I was doing. So yes, you need to be conscious about your efforts, and at the end, consciousness is a daily decision. Are you brave enough to truly do it every day, to take the effort to do it every day, and are you brave enough to truly see it? So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching it completely, if you watched it completely. And like, I know it's been a little lengthy, but I hope you get a takeaway from this video, and be more conscious about be more conscious in your daily life, and know how your words and actions affect others. And at the end, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And also, if you have any ideas for future video, want me to discuss any topic, then make sure to comment it. And keep watching, because here in Dreamweavers Diary, we weave dreams, telling schemes. Goodbye.